Now today I like to read Hindu papers so that you get more information from that. See here, repeal new law permitting seizure of livestock. Supreme Court wants government of stay and execution. Here, if you see, the Supreme Court on Monday asked the center to delete its 3-year-old law which allowed seizure and subsequent confiscation of livestock from people who depended on these animals for a livelihood, even before they were found guilty of what is the given information that they were found guilty of cruelty towards them. A bench led by Chief Justice of India shared a Bob Day warned the government that it would stay the implementation of 2017 law, which allowed authorities of seize cattle on a mere suspicion that they suffered cruel treatment at the hands of their owners or were being primed for slaughter. These animals the law prescribes would then be lodged in a gracious in case property to await the court's verdict. In short, a farmer, a livestock owner, or a cattle trader loses his animals before being found guilty of the charge of cruelty. Understand one thing here, these animals, and I am not talking about pet dogs and cats, are a source of livelihood. You cannot just seize and keep them confiscated like that. Your rules are plainly contrary to Section 29 of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act, under which only a person convicted of cruelty can lose his animal. You either delete this or we will state. Chief Justice Bobde told Additional Solicitor General Jayant K. Appearing for the center. This one news was highlighted. This one I see that Assange's extradition to US rejected by UK court. A British judge on Monday blocked the extradition of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange to the United States to face espionage charges, finding that he was at a serious risk of suicide. Direct Judge Vanessa Beretes said the 49-year-old Australian publisher's actions in leaking secret documents went well beyond that of a journalist, and he would have been well aware of the dangers the leak pose. Mental health, but facing the harsh conditions likely in the US jail system, Mr. Assange's mental health would deteriorate, causing him to commit suicide with the determination of a person with autism spectrum disorder. She ruled siding with a diagnosis by psychologist. Inside the Old Bailey court in central London, Mr. Assange wiped his forehead as the decision was announced while his fiancée Stella Morris burst into tears and was embraced by WikiLeaks editor-in-chief Christian another person. DOV circular asked teachers to check weight of school bags. School managements told to ensure students are not burdened with carrying unnecessary material. The Directorate of Education has issued a circular asking schools to follow the new school bag policy 2020, released by the National Council of Educational Research. and Training NCERT, National Council of National Council of Education, Research and Training. According to the circular, school teachers should inform the students in advance about the books and notebooks to be brought to school on a particular day and frequently check their bags to ensure that they are not carrying unnecessary material. The weight of the school bags as per the policy should be 1.6 to 2.2 kg for students of classes 1 and 2, 1.7 to 2.5 kgs, and 7th class 2.5 to 4 kgs for class, and 10th 3.5 to 5 kgs for. It adds that the teachers should take the responsibility of checking the weight of school bags of the students every 3 months on a day selected for the whole class, and any information about heavy bags should be communicated to the parents. Drinking water facility. To reduce the weight of the school bag, the circular says that it is the duty and the responsibility of the school management to provide quality potable water in sufficient quantity to all the students in the school, so that they do not need to carry water bottles from their homes. Heavy school bags are a serious threat to the health and well-being of students. The heavy school bag has severe adverse physical effects on growing children, which can cause damage to their vertebral column and knees. The circular reads: Heads of schools under the Directorate of Education are hereby directed to adhere to the revised guidelines to reduce the weight of school bags for students in primary, secondary, and senior secondary schools. The notice says it adds that files and thin light exercise books should be prepared to thick heavy ones. Now, in the same page, Central Vista Supreme Court to pronounce judgment today. The Supreme Court will on Tuesday pronounce judgment on various petitions challenging the redevelopment project of the Central Vista area here. A bench led by Justice A.M. Keenwalkar, while reserving the case for judgment in early November 2020, had said the court would examine whether the project compiled with land use and environment regulations peculiar, peculiar to the area which houses Parliament and Central Secretariat buildings. It had also indicated that it may not have to fully accept the submissions made by the petitioners that there was a prohibition on building new structures. Foundation stone laid. On December 7th, the Supreme Court had allowed the foundation stone laying ceremony for the new Parliament building on December 10th, after the government gave an undertaking to keep in abeyance any construction or demolition of buildings and shifting of trees and wait for the verdict. The Supreme Court had expressed its displeasure with the Center for aggressively continuing with the construction, demolition, and shifting of trees, even as the questions concerning the legality of the project were in court. The government has defended its redevelopment plan, saying that the existing building was under tremendous pressure and not a brick of the heritage structures will be touched while constructing the new parliament. Farmers gear up for Republic Day tractor parade. While talks were underway between farmer leaders and union ministers in central Delhi. Yeah. Protesters at the Singhu border were gearing up for the January 26 tractors parade. We have wanted to end the protest since the day we came here, but the central government will not agree to repeal controversial farm laws, and so we will continue our struggle, said Harmit Singh, 45, a farmer from Patiala. On January 2nd, farmer leaders had announced that thousands of protesters would march into Delhi on Republic Day and hold their own parallel tractor parade if their demands are not met. We will start preparing for the tractor parade now, and our tractor will also participate in it, said Harmit Sukhchen Singh Bullar, 67 from Hosipur, said they have asked villages in Punjab and Haryana to send more tractors to take part in the rally. Most of the tractors and trolleys at the Singhu border will remain parked here as we have been camping here for over a month now and will not clear the place. Therefore, more tractors have been called in from Punjab, he said. 58-year-old Ranjit Singh from Jalandhar said that not all tractors would be part of the parade. Security will be of utmost importance while deciding on the tractors. Most of the tractors that will be part of the parade will be designed in such a way that the occupants will not be affected by tear gas shells and water cannons, he said. All the farmers the Hindus spoke to on Monday were of the opinion that the talks would remain inconclusive. Yes, talks would remain inconclusive. The government believes that we will stay for a month or two and then leave. They will not bend. What I think is that they will eventually put a stay on the laws for a year to safety their ego, said Ranjit. 6 meetings have already taken place between farmer leaders and the central without any resolution. Without any resolution, said 55-year-old Ashok Mittal from Patiala. We will take what we have come to take. We are not counting days. Owing to Sunday heavy downpour, the protest site was filled with garbage, cups, plates, and plastic, staying dry. By the time volunteers were able to clean up the muck, the rain started again. The protesters are managing to stay dry in their tractors and trolleys, which are covered with multiple layers of thick plastic. Even the langurs continued from underneath tarpaulin covered tractors. Hunger strike by two protesters at Singhu border enters day 22. Octogenarian says he is protesting for his children. Hunger strike by two protesters entered day 22 on Monday at the Singhu border. Mahant Jasirdas Singh, 39, Mohali, a resident of Mohali, said he has been on a hunger strike since December 13th, his birthday. Mr. Jasbir claimed he has not had a drop of water for over a week and no food for over 3 weeks, adding that he is regularly checked upon by local healthcare volunteers at the protest site. Sitting beside him is Randir Singh, as 85-year-old farmer from Haryana's Jing, who worked as a driver for former Deputy Prime Minister Devi Lal. He observes the hunger strike from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and is also being monitored by volunteers. I have lived my age. I am doing this for my children, he said. Mr. Jasbir said his father Singh had gone on a hunger strike for 44 days in 1973 to demand rights for Punjab following division of Haryana and Punjab. My Guru Sahib Darshan Singh Peruman was on hunger strike for 84 days for the same reason. He said, adding that the ability to sustain without food or water was in his blood. The Jasvir said he drank sips of water for the first 10 days, but stopped after Kisan Divas on December 23. I am doing this for my farmer brothers and for the country. The government will either repeal the laws or I am ready to become a martyr. He said, adding that his wife Bhavani is with him and his mother has sent him here to be a part of the farmers' struggle. My guru and my father had started this. I am only continuing it. Jasbir claimed to have lost 16 kg in the last 22 days, and his blood pressure and sugar levels are low. Doctors from government hospital came once. Volunteers here have been checking on me daily, he added. Civic commissioners pulled up for pollution. Assembly panel asked for action plans. The Environment Committee of the Delhi Assembly, headed by Aam Aadmi Party MLA Astis on Monday, pulled up the commissioners of the BJP ruled municipal corporations over rising levels of dust and air pollution. The panel said such pollution is caused by manual sweeping of roads, mechanical sweeping. It was very shocking that the municipal commissioners of Delhi have no clue regarding the length of roads meant to be swept mechanically under their jurisdiction. How will they ensure a dust free Delhi? Said Mr. Atishi. The committee has asked all three municipal corporations to submit action plans for reducing dust pollution. Meanwhile, the Delhi Pollution Control Committee under the Delhi government has been asked to take strict action against individual officers responsible for dust pollution. The corporations highlighted that the contracts for mechanical road sweepers were based on shift basis rather than the total area covered by them daily. The committee in this regard was surprised and showed displeasure for not adding length areas covered as a clause for the contract. It further questioned the lack of mechanism for checks and balances to achieve efficient output levels, read an official statement. Breather for city as rain washes away pollutants. JMI to conduct exams in open book mode. University to hold mock test online. Education ministers lays foundation stone for two new schools in JNU. Union Minister, Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank on Monday laid the foundation stone on of Jawaharlal Nehru University's new School of Engineering and Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Management and Entrepreneurship. Mr. Pokhriyal, Nishank Pokhriyal, at a virtual ceremony, said the two new schools will help realize the dream of an Atmanirbhar Bharat. He added that the introduction of the schools was in accordance with the National Education Policy 2020, which aims to establish multidisciplinary universities. Only due to HEVA VC, the university hopes to complete the construction of the academic complex in 18 to 20 months. Vice Chancellor Jagadish Kumar said the establishment of two new schools and the construction of the academic complex was possible due to the Higher Education Funding Agency loan. Mr. Kumar said the aim is to take the existing strength that JNU has in the field of social sciences and develop the programs at the two schools so that they may be different from the other MBA and engineering institutions across the country. He added that JNU was looking towards incubating more startups within the campus and applying for more patents. Rag picker and daughter assaulted by laborers. Accused posted video on WhatsApp. A day after a video of a mother daughter due being sexually assaulted, allegedly by two men in northwest Delhi. Wajipur was shared on social media. The Delhi police on Monday arrested three men, including the person who shot the video and posted it in a WhatsApp group. The key accused, Sonu 22 and Amit 24, were booked under IPC sections of rape and assault, while uh, Ritik. Right. The key accused Sonu, and the matter came to the fore for after the video went viral. The video went viral. An officer said, Deputy Commissioner of Police Vijayanta Arya said multiple teams were constituted find the location of the crime. After the location was confirmed, teams traced the victims and the accused. Next statement of the 35-year-old woman, a rag picker and her 18-year-old daughter were recorded. They are homeless and used to sleep on road in the area. Their medical examinations have been conducted. The incident happened on the intervening night of December 29th and 30, said Mr. Arya. A case was then registered. During probe, suspected persons between the age of 20 to 30 years were examined, after which the victims identified the accused, all of whom are laborers Further investigation is underway, the DCP added. Will not force daughter into marriage, man assures High Court. The High Court on Monday allowed a father to take back his daughter from Nari Niketan after he assured the court that he will not force her to marry anyone. The woman had left home on November 7th last with a man from minority community. The woman was traced by the police and brought back to Delhi. The court said she went with her partner on her free will. When the court asked why she had left her home, she said she completed her BTech and wanted to prepare for competitive examinations. However, the atmosphere at her residence was not conducive. The woman has agreed to return to her parental home. Man attacks shopkeeper, tries to snatch bag of cash. A 76-year-old shopkeeper was attacked during a robbery bid in East Delhi. A 70-year-old shopkeeper was attacked during a robbery bid in East Delhi. Shakarpur, the police said on Monday, the victim, Brijmohan Gupta, runs a grocery shop at Ganesh Nagar, they said. The incident took place on Saturday at 10 p.m. when Gupta and his helper were returning home from the shop. Suddenly, a man intercepted intercepted them and tried to rob the bag, which contained cash. He also injured him with a sharp object, an officer said. His helper somehow managed to snatch the bag back while the accused managed to flee the spot. The CCTV footage of the incident went viral on social media. A case under a relevant section was registered and investigation is underway, the officer said. Woman kills husband, post message on FB. A 36-year-old woman allegedly killed her husband, posted a message on Facebook and then tried to kill self in their apartment in Chhatarpur extension here, said a senior officer on Monday. Woman in hospital. The police found the deceased lying on the floor with stab wounds while his wife unconscious on the bed. She is undergoing treatment at a hospital. The couple was married for 8 years. The officer said, we received a call from the landlord that his tenants were not opening their door. At the same time, we found a post on Facebook where a woman shared information about her husband's murder. A case of murder has been registered against unknown persons. The police said they are waiting for the woman to be declared fit to give a statement. The couple did not have a child and had differences between them. Further investigation is underway. The police added. Suicide prevention helpline, Sanjeevani Society for Mental Health. DDA gets 20K registrations for its new scheme. The Delhi Deployment Development Authority has received around 20,000 registrations for its new housing scheme within 2 days of its launch, said officials on Monday. A total 1354 flats across Josala, Rohini, and other places. Center approves Delhi table features new Chandni Chowk. Three more test positive for UK variant of COVID-19. Three more Delhi residents have tested. Residents Residents have tested positive for new coronavirus strain as a result of door-to-door medical checkup of people who have recently arrived from the United Kingdom and those who came in their contact in the city on officials said on Monday. With these seven residents of Delhi have so far been found infected with the new variant that has emerged in the UK. Meanwhile, the national capital witnessed the lowest number of new COVID-19 cases in over 7 months on Monday, with 384 new infections being reported in the last 24 hours. On May 18, 2020, the city had reported 299 fresh cases. The tally now stands at 6,27,000. Also, 12 more deaths have been reported in the past 24 hours, taking the toll 10,000. High death rate. As per the bulletin, the death rate in the past 10 days was 3.15. Despite new cases and active cases falling, the death rate has been comparatively higher. Of the total cases, 6 lakhs people have recovered, and there are now 4,000 active cases. The test positivity rate of virus cases was 0.76 on Monday. The overall positivity till now is 7% as per the bulletin. Out of the total 14,000 beds available for COVID-19 treatment in the city, 12,000 are vacant as per the bulletin. Umar Khalid alleges media trial against him. Former JNU student leader Umar Khalid alleged before a Delhi court on Monday that a medical trial was being conducted against him, which was affecting his rights to a free and fair trial in a case related to the Northeast Delhi riots. The submissions were made before Chief Metropolitan Magistrate Dinesh Kumar. When a Khalid was produced through video conferencing in the case, Khalid claimed that a section of the media got the supplementary charge sheet filed in the case before he or his lawyer got it from the court. He also alleged that disclosure statements were being leaked selectively. Khalid added that he had not signed any statements while in custody. The supplementary charge sheet was filed against Mr. Khalid on December 26 last year in the case. Suspended Aam Aadmi Party councillor Tahir Hussain is also an accused in the case. Rights accused should get charge sheet timely, taking note of delays in trial of North East Delhi riots cases. The court here directed the Deputy Commissioner of Police to issue directions to investigate officers to supply copies of the charge sheets to the accused well within time. Chief Metropolitan Magistrate Dinesh Kumar passed the directions after several accused at least three riots cases submitted that they have not received the charge sheet despite the court's order. The court issued notice to the investigating officers concerned to explain as to why the copies of the charge sheets were not supplied to the accused through jail superintendents as directed. It said the reply should be forwarded by the ACP. Meanwhile, three persons were granted bail in another riots case, with the court saying the probe carried out was perfunctory and the charge sheet was filed in a lackadaisical manner. Accommodate new template Chowk BJP. Delhi High Court allows plea and termination. Over 2,000 kg of marijuana seized in Gurugram. More than 2,000 kg of marijuana worth several crore of rupees has been seized by the Gurugram police. The drug was being transported to Hisar in a truck laden with sacks of cotton seeds. Two persons have been arrested acting on a tip-off. A crime unit team led by Sub-Inspector Dalpit Singh flagged down the truck on the Kindli Manasir Palwal Expressway near Pachian Chowk on Sunday and found 2000 kg and marijuana. The accused allegedly told the police that they had brought the marijuana from Odisha to be supplied in Isaras Uklana. The Dew had charged 4 lakh to transport the narcotics. The two had hidden the drugs inside the truck laden with cotton seeds to mislead the police. The truck has also been seized by the police. AAP party compares Haryana CM to General Dyer. Grafts to civic bodies, AAP to hold 250 meetings, 2500 meetings. SI suspended for not lodging FIR in death case. Delhi police on Monday suspended a sub-inspector after he failed to lodge an FIR in a death that occurred in Model Town. Mohammed Likwal, 55, a security guard, was trashed to death by three people on December 17. DCP Northwest said FIR has now been registered and has now been registered. Now two people have been arrested. Two people have been arrested in connection with the death. Four arrested for beating up a man over 10,000. A property dealer and three of his employees have been arrested for allegedly beating up a man over a monetary dispute after forcibly entering his house in South Delhi, Nebsarai. The police said the victim, a teacher, was supposed to give the property dealer 10,000, but when he failed to do so, the accused went to his house on December 31st and trashed him. JJ Act violations in two child care institutions. High Court seeks to reply to plea on under trial prisoners. NH48 hit a police try to black farmers. Three held in crematorium case. Three persons were arrested on Monday morning in connection with the crematorium roof collapse case in Ghaziabad, Murdanagar area. 25 people died and at least 15 were injured when the roof of a gallery at the crematorium collapsed on Sunday. Iraj Raja, superintendent of police, said the Ghaziabad police had arrested the executive officer of the municipality along with junior engineer Chandrapal and supervisor. He said contractor Ajay Tyagi was absconding and police teams were conducting raids to nab him. The officials were booked under relevant sections of IPC, including 304 for causing death by negligence on Sunday evening on the complaint of the son of a deceased. Mr. Tyagi was given the contract to renovate the crematorium a year back for 55 lakh by the Muradanagar municipality through e-tender. The work on the gallery, whose roof collapsed on Sunday, was completed last month and was inaugurated by the chairman of the municipality, Vikas Tevatia, only a few days back. CM seeks report. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has asked for a report from Division Commissioner Meerut and ADG Meerut Zone on the incident. Local sources alleged that Tyagi was part of a bureaucrat contractor nexus. He lives in the Posh Raj Nagar area of the city and was also the president of the Contractor Welfare Association of Ghaziabad. Sources in the administration said Mr. Taggi firms could be blacklisted. Mr. Raja said, looking into the alleged nexus in part of the investigation, Ghaziabad SSP has declared a reward 25,000 for providing information about the contractor. On Monday, families of six of the deceased blocked the Delhi Meerut highway by putting the bodies on the road, leading of massive traffic jams in the area. They were demanding an increase in the compensation amount, a job for the kin, and strict action against the guilty. After 6 hours, Divisional Commissioner and AIG of Meerut reached the spot and agreed to increase the compensation to 10 lakh. Meanwhile, Samajwad Party chief Akhilesh Yadav criticized the state government for indulging in corrupt practices in construction of even a crematorium. Congress hits out at Haryana government over pension issue. Trial in Hathras murder case begins. A trial in the Hathras murder gang rape case started in the court of special judge on Monday. The four accused were brought under tight security from Aligarh district jail. The media was kept out of the proceedings that lasted around 2 hours. Later, Bhagirat Singh Solang, the lawyer of the victim, told reporters that on the first day a copy of the charge sheet was given to the kin of the accused. The judge has set January 29 as the next data, he said. The officials of CBI were also present in the court. The 19-year-old Dalit girl was allegedly brutalized brutalized on September 14th by four upper caste men in Bulgari village of Hathras. She passed away on September 29th in Delhi Safdarjung Hospital after her condition deteriorated in Aligarh's Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College and Hospital. Handover sacrilege case diaries to Punjab Police High Court tells CBI. The Punjab and Haryana High Court has directed the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) to hand over all case diaries and papers related to case of the 2015 sacrilege incidents to Punjab police within a month. The High Court directions came during a hearing on the plea of one of the accused in the 2015 Farid Court sacrilege incidents. Citizens challenging the investigation being undertaken by a sit of the Punjab police on the ground that the CBI is already seized of the investigation. The High Court rejected Mr. Sukhinder plea and asked the CBI to hand over all relevant documents and material in the sacrilege cases to the Punjab police. It further directed the Punjab police to consider the material handed over by the CBI and file a supplementary challenge in the case for consideration by the trial court. The trial court may then send notice to the accused if thought fit. The court further said, terming the High Court directions as an endorsement of the state government's stand on the issue. Chief Minister Amarinder Singh said it was high time the CBI listened to the courts and handed the case files back to the state so that the perpetrators of the crimes could be brought to justice. The Chief Minister said his government had been fighting the CBI high-handedness for than 2 years, but the agency had failed to heed the various directions and orders of the courts in this time, asserting his commitment to bring the cases to their logical conclusion. The chief minister said the central agency should respect the verdict of judiciary and stop overreaching the courts at the behest of its political masters. He said the CBI has been scuttling the SIT probe since the state government withdrew its consent for the probe by the central agency in 2018. The CBI has been persistently refusing to hand the case file back to state, and in September 2019 went so far as to constitute a new investigative team in a clear bid to obstruct the SIT investigation after having earlier filed a closer report. Widespread discontent. The incident of sacrilege conquered between June to October 2015 following theft of the sacred Guru Sam from uh, and discovery of tons pages from the holy book in Burgari and Faridik. They caused widespread disconnect and outrage amongst members of the Sikh community. Track social media to check pangolin poaching. New virus strain UK returnees from Maharashtra found positive. Congress to give 1 lakh each to families to farmers who lost lives, says Huda. Here, Milligan accused Pragya Singh appears before court. Pragya Singh Thakur, sitting member of parliament of the Bharatiya Janata Party and an accused in the 2018 Malegaon bomb blast that killed 6 people and injured 101, appeared before the Special National Investigation Agency NIA court on Monday. Ms. Thakur was given a last chance to appear before the court on December 19th by Special Judge P.R. Sitar after she failed to appear on 2 occasions. Mr. Thakur, along with other accused, Lieutenant Colonel Prasad Purohit, Samir, were standing in the box earmarked for accused. Two accused, Ajit, Rahirkar, and Sudhakar, were not present. The hearing was, however, adjourned to January 5th, as a lawyer representing Dwivedi could not be present to cross-examine the Panch witness. Mr. Thakur filed an application before the special court seeking exemption from physical appearance, citing medical and security concerns. Advocate Prashant Maggu, representing Ms. Thakur, told The Hindu, Ms. Thakur is not likely to be present in court on Tuesday.